Hey guys, it's Sammy. Welcome back to my channel, and today we're doing a freaking book haul, guys, okay? There's a lot of books to be shown. I'm gonna try to group them with like the other books I got them with, but I am not sure like date-wise when I got some of these. And the reason I'm filming this now is because I just made my first order from Book Outlet. You know Book Outlet, and I bought a lot of books, and I figured that needs to be its own video, so I needed to haul all of these books first before I haul those sometime down the line. Keep a lookout, but I don't know when it's coming. I'm really excited though. This is a big mix of ARCs, new releases, and you know, some other stuff like thrown in there. So I hope you guys will stick around, and without further ado, let's get into it. So starting off with a book that I got in the beginning of the summer, that is Save the Date by Morgan Matson. I also got Stay Sweet by Sivan Vivian, but that is at school right now and I don't have it with me. But if you want to know like the whole story of like that, I made a vlog of me going to their signing where I got the books there and you can see. But I got this book, I still haven't read it. I'm super excited about it. It takes place in like a weekend. It's about this girl who's trying to run her wedding, like a family wedding. I don't know if it's her sisters or somebody in the family, and it kind of goes really freaking crazy, but I'm so excited to read it, and I'll get to it eventually. Just like I say, I'm gonna get to all of Morgan Matson's books, but I've only read one of them. It's fine. One of the next books I picked up sometime during the summer, actually I'm pretty sure it was pretty close to the end of the summer, and that was To All the Boys I Loved Before, the movie tie-in edition. I know, you know, I have a version of the book already, but I just could not turn this down. I freaking love the movie. I'm like forever going to rewatch it and love it like for the rest of my life. And I just need the tie-in edition. I know eventually they become like rare or whatever because they stopped making them. I just couldn't not have it, okay? A book that I pre-ordered and got in the beginning of the summer was A Quarter Frost and Starlight. I know, guys. I did read it. I give it 3.5 stars. We just like to pretend like it didn't happen. So I won this next book in a Goodreads giveaway that I actually won. I like never win those. I've won them once before, and it was for a book I did not even remember signing up for. Whatever. I won The Cheerleaders by Kara Thomas. I was shook. This is a book that I was so highly anticipating. I haven't read it yet. Who's surprised? But I have an advanced reader copy of it. I'm super, like, I know I'll read it eventually. This is just amazing. I'm so excited to have it. So next group of books I'm going to show you is books that I won in another giveaway. This was a giveaway hosted by Katie Upperman. She was promoting her new book, The Impossibility of Us, and she was giving away a signed and annotated version of that and a bunch of other little books that she really loves and has enjoyed in the past. So I got The Impossibility of Us. It's annotated by her. It is spectacular. I love this book. I talked about it in my wrap up. I was like so surprised to have won this book, especially since I had won her previous book in ARC form. I was just shooketh. It's whatever. But yeah, I actually hauled these books on Instagram, so if you want to check that out, my Instagram is bookishsami. I will link it down below. I did a real-time unboxing of this pack of books that I'm about to show you, but this was like the main book in it that I was super excited to be receiving. Love. And then the other books are just some contemporary like romances that she really enjoyed. The one that I had not heard of is The One Thing by Mercy Lynne Curtis. I had never heard of this, and I'm still kind of unsure what it's about. I think it's about this girl who's going blind and like everything that comes along with that. Crazy. It sounds really interesting, but I just never heard of this before ever. The next book I got was Last Year's Mistake by Gina Giacoca. I've not read any of her books, but I was really excited to get this because it's really cute, you know, like you have like the on the car sort of thing and A Kiss in the Dark, you know, it's like a car thing. And I'm pretty sure, yeah, no, Last Year's Mistake I think was, I definitely had this on my TBR. I think this is an older book. Let me check. Like older meaning like 2013 or something. 2015. So yeah. Interesting. I'll check it out eventually. It's about these people, these freshmen, a guy and a girl who are like BFFs, and then sophomores everything changed, and then juniors they weren't friends, and then as seniors they have a second chance. So what's it gonna be? I'm really excited. I love bullshit like this. It's fine. And then a book, oh my god. I have wanted this book for so long, and it's just because everyone hypes it up, and is My Life Next Door by Huntley Fitzpatrick. All of Huntley Fitzpatrick's books are severely hyped, like super duper duper hyped. And I've heard really good things about this. I'm pretty sure this is just about two families live next door to each other. Obviously, a son and a daughter with the same age, you know. Ooh, this sounds like some tea. Obviously, like, he climbs out the window and, like, something goes down where they start to, like, fall in love or whatever. But she has to hide it from her mother because her mom's, like, a politician, and maybe they're, like, bad, like, people. But then something unthinkable happens, and Samantha is suddenly faced with an impossible decision. I wonder what it is. You think she gets pregnant? Nah. I don't know what else it could be, though. Something unthinkable happens. Maybe she kills someone? On one summer night, everything changed. Oh yeah, maybe she gets pregnant. I freaking love those kinds of books, okay? I've only read like a couple, but they're honestly the biggest tea. On one summer night, everything changed. Samantha Reed. Okay, well, we're gonna find out. I'm honestly about to start this book, like, right when I need it. I can't, okay. This sounds really good though, okay? And then this next one I'm about to show you is another book I have been dying to have. Oh my god, it's Wait For Me by Caroline Leach. I don't know if any of you remember me talking about this. I don't remember if I talked about it on my channel or on Goodreads or on Twitter. I was so excited about this. I have such a soft spot for historical fiction, and I was just so excited when I saw like a love story historical fiction that's like YA. Oh, it's in Scotland. Huh. Why did I not know that? I really assumed it was in like... Oh, shit. So it's about this girl who lives on a farm in Scotland, and this guy, a German prisoner of war, is assigned as a new farmhand, and they have to work alongside the enemy with her brothers and risking their lives for their country. But as she starts to spend more time, her feelings start to change. He's like German and they're like bad. Loving Paul can mean losing her family and the life she's always known. Tensions are rising, and she must decide what she's willing to sacrifice before the end of the war determines their fate. Yo, if he dies at the end, I'm literally going to throw this book across the room. I don't even know him yet. I might hate him, but if... I feel like it's gonna end with death, I would be triggered. Okay. That's all for that. Next, we have the books that I traded, okay? We got a decent amount here. Some of them I'm like, oh yeah, that's such a lit trade. And some of them I'm like, Sammy, did you need that? Anyway, Starry Eyes, Jen Bennett. Best trade I've ever made in my life. Hands down, I love this book to death. I've talked about it a multitude of times. I'll link up my review. I looked about it in my wrap-up. Amazing, spectacular about this couple that was and then wasn't, and then has all this tension, and they're friends and then they're not, and they go on this camping trip and they get stuck together in the woods and they have to like survive. So good. Next book. Why did I trade this? I don't know. Like, literally, like, thinking about it now, I'm like, Sammy, you haven't read the first book, first of all. Why did you get this book? The Infant Sea by Rick Yancey. I've literally heard nothing but bad things about this. Why did I get this? I want to read the first book because people are like, oh, it's good. And I was like, okay, well, if I'm going to read the first book, I'm going to read the second. But, like, literally, everyone says this book is awful. Why did I wish I could tell you why I did this. Same with the next one, honestly. Like, this was on my TBR, but I was pretty much expecting that I would just buy it on an ebook, like, one day and read it. But I got a physical copy, which I'm not mad about. But it is The Revenge Playbook by Rachael Allen. Probably never heard of this, like, ever. I don't even know how I knew what this was, but basically, it's about these 4 girls, and they have nothing in common except for revenge. So the high school football players are, like, royalty, and they all treat all these girls like shit, and they all, like, team up to teach the team a lesson and, like, do some major, you know, revenge. This sounds so trashy, but I'm not mad at it. I'm kind of a sucker for, like, the whole, like, what is it? Like, the prank wars. You remember, like, when every book had, like, a prank war? Or at least, like, every book I read had a prank war. Wattpad books were, like, my life, and every single one of those always had a prank war or, like, some sort of revenge plot that was, like, super petty. But, you know, this is... Okay, look, it's dumb. It's definitely gonna be dumb, but I really don't care as long as it's not written awfully. Let's just turn to a page and see if it's written bad. When Lynne removes a box of condoms from their brown paper bag, it is all I can do not to snatch a bag and start hypoventilating into it. Oh, I'm gonna love this stupid ass shit. I'm gonna love this stupid fucking shit. When Lynne removes a box of condoms from their brown paper... What? The Revenge Playbook by Rachael Allen, everyone. Next book. Definitely makes a lot of sense. I got The Young Elites by Marie Lu. I'm pretty sure this was a trade, even though I don't remember what I traded this for and how I got it. I'm pretty sure it's a trade. In a giveaway a couple months, a year ago, I got The Rose Society, which is the second book in this series. So I was like, okay, there was literally no point in having the second book if I was never going to read the first book, so I just got the first book in a trade. I want to read the series eventually, so, you know, I'm not mad about this. I'm glad. It's like, it's a nice hard copy. It's cool. This one I was freaking ecstatic about, okay? Because I saw, like, this was on this person's, like, list, and they wanted, like, one of my books, and it was kind of, like, an irrelevant book, and I was like, can I have this? And they're like, oh, yeah. I'm like, thanks. This is An Ember in the Ashes by Sabatier. It's, like, the nice new, like, paperback, like, big paperback versions. It's beautiful. Like, I'm in love. And I knew I wasn't going to probably read this until, like, the next, like, it's gonna take me forever, so I'm probably not gonna have to buy a hardcover copy of the series, like, ever. So I was just, like, really excited. As long as I don't change the covers again, I will be triggered. Okay, last 3 books, guys. I know, this feels like it's been going on forever. I bought these last 3 books. If you watched the books I'm reading in college, I talked about how I wanted to buy some of these books to get signed at the National Book Festival, and that I wasn't sure because I listened to these on audiobook and I wasn't sure if I was gonna buy a physical copy. I bought a physical copy. So those books are The Codex by Elizabeth Ace Vito. Amazing, 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 amazing. I talked about all of these in my favorite audiobooks, which I'll also link up above. This is basically just a story of this black girl living in Harlem, and she gets really into the slam poetry scene to deal with a lot of her issues, and it's just beautifully, beautifully written. I got to meet Elizabeth Ace Vito, and she was so sweet. And yeah, highly recommend the audiobook, but now I have a physical copy because I love this book to death. So I have this. I have Far From the Tree by Robin Benway. Love this book as well. Absolutely spectacular. Amazing audiobook. Did not get to read Robin Benway, but I was still really glad that I bought this book. I was really excited to have this. And the last book I got was Everything I Never Told You by Celeste Ng. Also did not get to meet Celeste Ng, sadly, but I'm really excited to have this book. I absolutely, absolutely, absolutely adored this book. This is one of my favorite books of all time. Hands down. Love, 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 love. So yeah. Alright guys, I'm exhausted. That was a lot of books. And once again, as I do with all of these, I am incredibly blessed to be able to, first of all, afford the books that I do buy. I guess lucky, I don't freaking know. I win a decent amount of giveaways, and so I'm blessed for that. And also, I recognize that I get a lot of books, and I am blessed by that. And I'm just really happy, and I get to share them with you guys and talk about them in hopes that maybe you find one of your favorite new books. And yeah, my TBR is ever growing. It's honestly a problem. Talked about it many times before, but we're working on it, guys. We're working on it. So thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. As always, all my social media links are down below. Let me know if you've read any of these books and what books I need to pick up ASAP. I'm still thinking about what the fuck is it called? The Boy Next Door. Like, did she get pregnant? I'm shooketh. I want to know. So might honestly pick that up soon. So thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you have a great day. I'll talk to you very soon. Bye.